Hello CSE 102 students. Welcome to Intro to Technology, and I'm going to give you a little overview of working with MyWarren or e-learning to start. Now the best place to get there is to come to the Warren homepage, and you could click on MyWarren and you'll come to the MyWarren or the e-learning interface, and you'll need to log in. And let me just log out because it looks like I'm already logged in, but you would need to log in with your username, and your username is actually your student ID. And your password, you'll have a default password set up originally with your 4-digit birth date and also the 4 digits of your social security number, or there may be another one that you're giving just to start. That's typically a default that you'll start with, and then you could log in. Now when you log in, you're going to want to go to My Courses and choose the course that we're in. So I'm going to go to the summer version of CSE 102, and the first thing that you'll see will be the announcements when you first come to here. So always check your announcements. The newest one should be on the top, and there'll be navigation on the left side here, and I'll just point out the important navigation just to start. You know, everything's important obviously, but the main ones are going to be coursework, which is where you'll work on your assignments, and also documents and resources, where you'll get notes and videos or links to videos and other resources. So I'm going to go to documents and resources first, just so you can see what you see. Now you'll see two things here. You'll see handouts, and you'll also see bookmarks. Handouts are physical printouts that you could download. They could be Word files, and they could be PDF files. Adobe, that can be opened up in Adobe Reader, or they may be viewed in your browser. You can see here there's some for e-learning, there's some for intro to computers, there's a flyer here for the Office software, but there also is a link to that I'll point to as I scroll down here. There's also bookmarks, which are here. Now bookmarks are links to web pages typically. So when you see these bookmarks, you'll know you'll be going to another web page, and these will typically open in a new tab when you click on them, and they don't look like links. Just to be aware that these, when it's in blue, that's actually a link. If you hover over it, you'll see the link underline, but they don't always look like links. So just be aware that when it's in blue, it's a link. So this first thing here is about free Microsoft Office 365 software, and if you register with Microsoft with your student email, the warren.edu email, not your Gmail or Yahoo Mail or any of that. If you use that, you can get started, and you can actually download Microsoft Office for free. There's even a couple versions you could download, on different computers. And it doesn't matter whether you're Mac or Windows, you could download the newest version. You could log in, and there's also a web version that you can use as well, which is Office 365. But you can download the full version, which can be installed on your computer. So if you don't have Microsoft Office, use this to do that, and it's free as long as you're a student. And I'll close that window up. And there's also some other Microsoft resources here, which we'll use in lieu of a book. We're going to use some resources right from Microsoft, the Microsoft website, where they have some support. They have some videos and some notes. We will be supplying you videos and notes as well. So you should have enough resources for this class that you shouldn't need an expensive book. Also, moving down here with bookmarks, there's Intro to Computers. Now this is just for the little start of the class where we just review some computer concepts, and there's 3 PowerPoints here. Now these aren't actually PowerPoints to download, even though you can download the PowerPoints if you'd like to. What this is this is basically an online version of the PowerPoints where I posted them so that you could just click on them and go through them, and you don't need to view them in PowerPoint. If you go in full screen, you'll basically be looking at basically the PowerPoint version. It won't have any of the animations or transitions, but it'll just have the slides. So that's what this is meant to do, to just give you the PowerPoint slides. You could view this on your computer or your phone if you want to. So, and again, this opens up in a new tab, so I'll close that up. I'll come back here. The last section here are YouTube videos. Now these YouTube videos, we'll try to do these for almost every assignment that we have, including the one I'm doing right now. And what this is, if you click on one of these, it'll go to YouTube, and you can make it full screen. And what this will be, and I'll have to pause this in a second because you'll hear a voice here, which is mine, and there's basically video tutorials or videos that review most of the exercises and assignments that we do in class. Some of these are older, some of them will be new or brand new, so there will be links on e-learning for that or on MyWarren for that. So you can also get here without going through MyWarren, but I will give you instructions on how to get to these videos for each assignment. So you don't have to scroll through these and figure out where you need to go. For each assignment, I'll have a link to the proper video so you know where to go. But you can get to these without getting to MyWarren because they're just on YouTube and they're free and easily accessible. Under coursework is where you're actually going to have your assignments. Okay, and I'll show you a couple things here with assignments, and then I'll mention this first assignment. But under assignments, the way this looks, it's a little confusing sometimes, because if you hover over it, it shows up in blue. But if you want to see the details of the assignment, you have to click on the link. So if I click on the link here, it'll take me into the details of the assignment. Now this assignment does not have any files to download or to upload, but it does have a link here. Here's a link here, and what this is the Computer Concepts quiz, where there's basically an online quiz. And this one actually points to a Google Forms online quiz. This isn't through MyWarren, but it's still an online quiz, and what you would do is you'd fill in your first name, last name, you do a multiple choice quiz, and then I think this one is 20 questions. Then at the end you would submit, and it would get sent back to the instructor. So that's the first assignment as a quiz for your computer concepts. So that's just an external link that'll open up there. So I'm going to go back to coursework. I guess I could click here and go back to coursework. And that's a computer concept. So, and there's also a link here that you could click on as well. And this email assignment one, there's nothing to click on here. This is just, it's just set up here as an assignment because you'll be graded for responding to the first email, and you get 10 points for that. Okay, this next one, I'm going to do this on the next video. So I'm going to stop here, but then I'm going to go over this software file saving basics, because when we use e-learning, we're going to use this a lot, and it's not always the easiest to figure out what to click on, what to download, how to upload. So I'm going to do that in the next video, but this is just a little intro to MyWarren or e-learning. And for part 2 of this, I'm going to go over kind of the first assignment, which is really just practice for downloading files to your computer or to your school computer, and then uploading them to submit.